Hello and welcome, my lovely Sagittarius. Sagittarius, your card in tarot is the Temperance card. This deck, the Illuminated Tarot, has major arcana mixed with paper trump cards. And so it's also the Two of Hearts, coming into balance, coming into chemistry with yourself. Your message, oh, I didn't look up your message. Your message is, you are guided to find peace. All right, Sagittarius. This is also your weekly intuitive and energy card reading for the week of September 16th through 22nd, 2019. Remember that time is merely a pretense, and these readings are relatively timeless. Something may have happened to you already or is about to. This is also a general Sagittarius reading and will not apply to all, but do hang around for the entirety of the reading for collective Sagittarius messages that will pop up. Me being the Queen of Clovers, my readings tend to focus on life, craft, action, nurturing ourselves and others, and using our will for the highest good and calling. If you checked out my live on September 14th, it was terrible. No link below. Don't check that box below. And it was a disaster. It was a public failure, and I tried and tried. It was technical failure. I'm really lit up subconsciously and intuitively with this Pisces full moon, and I'm having trouble bringing down my energies. I've already had a whole drink today too. I'm on my second drink because alcohol will calm down the energies, believe it or not. A lot of if you remember that girl from Arizona, the big intuitive from Arizona that does crime, oh god, I can't remember her name. Or even the TV show, The Medium is the TV show that was based on her. She was a major alcoholic, and it's because if you are really drunk, the spirits can't speak to you, and it calms all those energies. So I'm trying to calm them down so I can get to you guys. I have Virgo and Sun at the energies this week. My energy update, though, was really good. I even liked my hair. Channeling a space princess. Think, Spaceballs and Star Wars. All right, this is going to be the energy you're bringing into the reading, the energy that's going to hit you during the week, and of course the results of that, or the likely results of that. You can always change that, remember. And I'm also going to pull clarification and advice from Spirit. So we have that Virgo and Sun bringing about the harvest. We have that full moon in Pisces. Yes, your subconscious and your intuitive energy should also be lit. If you have a playing card deck, try and pull them for yourselves, one card at a time is the best way to start. And then we have Venus in Libra. Venus is retrograde. Libra is about balancing, expressing our affections. Are we balanced? Are we giving our affections in the right places? What does this all come down to? It is work, life, love, balance. Work, life, love, balance, Sagittarius. I know you've been struggling with that a lot, so I'm sure you're pleased that these energies are coming in, that you can stop thinking about work so hard. The first card for your reading is the Ten of Swords. It is the Judgment card. It is an awakening card. Ooh, let's get some, there we go. It's an awakening card. It is also the Ten of Swords card, which is an ending card. It's an ending to something quite painful, actually. But it's also a change in your energy, which, thank God, we're getting out of all this Virgo energy. But it is fire signs we need a little more. There is fire in the sky to be had with this full moon. I know it's a chicken here, but we do have the constellation Phoenix in that full moon. Phoenix is going to bring about change by fire, and it is all about our fame and our outward lives and our public lives and fortune. So I feel like you guys would be pulling on that energy, especially with this Judgment card. I know it's a chicken, but it's waking up. It's kind of like, I need to love my people kind of thing. You perhaps have a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius in your energy. Are you pulling on that Venus energy in Libra? Again, Libra, Venus is retrograde. Too many cards, Spirit. Let's see what energies you also have. You're changing. The energies are hitting you to change. And it's not a difficult change because it is going to be a change about love, an inspiration about love. Aces are all about individualism versus selfishness. In the upright, it would be the individual love, finding love in your heart first before you can love somebody else. The Queen of Swords is also a great strategist and planner. So you're getting a change. It's going to hit you, and then you're going to be like, oh, I know what to do. All right. Four of Swords in the upright. That is the Death card. A lot of swordsy, airy energy here for you, Sagittarius. The High Priestess energy and the Two of Diamonds. This is a fear of financial commitment, a fear of pentacled life, really. But the High Priestess is completely in her fields and her intuition. Her inner existence is flowing, and you are pulling on that energy quite well. The Death card does represent a change, that birth and life and death cycle, resurrection and work. Okay, you do know it's time. This is like that realization. It's time to leave this job. It's time to leave this work. It's time to put these, work aside, this hobby aside that's not paying the money, kind of thing, or that's not becoming more valuable. It's actually detracting from you. Even if it's a work situation, it could even be, it's working to make something go public, really. All you investors out there would love to hear that, but it's not working. Either that or it's going through a major change. This is in the upright, so you know that you're going through this major change. You know that work is going to be affected. I don't think you know the specifics of it right now. You may be getting a job. You may lose your job, but it's not going to be a big deal because unless you're not financially prepared for it. But I will say that with the High Priestess energy, it's not bad energy. This is like, if you're changing jobs right now, it's going to go quite well, actually, because you are in a knowing about it. I do have this King of Cups air energy. It's parenting energy. It could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy coming at you with the Four of Diamonds upright and the Seven of Diamonds upright. This is a wish come true for everyone you love. Because the King of Cups is all about lovey-doveyness. He may not be able to say things. He may not be able to verbalize just how he feels and what's going on. But this is a physical manifestation of love. And with that Four of Diamonds, it tells me you're building up something. You're containing your resources. You're holding them back for a reason. And that's because you're working on a wish, a Seven of Diamonds. Seven of Diamonds is that wine, women, and song card. This is that distraction card, of course, but it's also the Star card. Don't let your wishes get away from you, is what this card is saying to me right now. And what you're going to do here is you do have wishes, you do have dreams, and you're going to start putting the energy into them with that Four of Diamonds. You're going to start efforting that. This has to do a lot with the children and in your life, the parents, whoever you parent in your life, whoever you are leading in your life. This is you deciding that whatever is going on, it doesn't matter if you're losing your job, you're changing your job, you're just changing the way you do it. You're going to actually, you're not going to let that affect. This tells me that you're just going to let that happen and then move on. It's a resource for your happiness, for the happiness of those you love, for your wishes coming true, for preparing, for working for those wishes to come true. The best wishes coming true are the ones you've worked for. Spirit will guide you in ways to get you through the hurdles. But this is that work-life balance. Oftentimes this card is split in two for the Judgment card. Do you pick life or do you pick death? Do you pick darkness or do you pick light? This Ten of Swords energy tells me that you're coming into the light because it is upright. But you're coming into the knowledge that love and work are not the same thing. One of the hardest lessons I've learned, especially in that Seven of Swords full moon in Aquarius that came by in mid-August, was that you have a lot of enemies at work. When it comes to work, people are just lousy with as far as cheating each other and treating each other poorly. And you're letting go of that need to put in too much there. I think you're changing that perspective of, my coworkers aren't my friends kind of thing. And that's really hard because we do spend so much time with them, Sagittarius. But this is containing your energies. I did talk about Libra and the Venus in Libra, about where you're expressing your affections. This is definitely it. This is you pulling your affections to important places, your resources to important places for your wishes. You're not going to lousy them up in your work environment. You're going to separate those. All right, with the Four of Swords in reverse, yeah, you need a rest. You need a break. I'm sorry, the Five of Swords in reverse, this is you. I know you need a rest. I feel it. That's probably why I call it. But this is actually the Five of Swords in reverse. You're in the middle of a battle. This is advice from Spirit, a direction from Spirit based on this spread. Yeah, you're going to realize that where you are working, where your swords are, is not a wish come true. You could have an Aquarius in your energy, an Aquarius boss, an Aquarius coworker. They're a pain in the ass, let me tell you, because they're your 10 of Cups in reverse. I should flip that over. All right, so the Spirit is saying, here's the information. It's not a wish come true. Where you are is not a wish come true, and you need to start over. I have this Ace of Cups here for starting over, feeling that new beginning in love, that new inspiration in love. I have it twice. Your heart is beating differently than it was last week even. I have the Hierophant here. You could have a Taurus in your energy. That is that 8 of Swords. You're coming out of a precarious position because Spirit is saying, hey, this is not, you're putting too much affection into an area. Probably work, I feel. It's traditionally your co-workers, she should have picnics and barbecues and all that shit. And I feel that. I feel that earth and energy of the way things are supposed to be, but it's so imbalanced that it sucks. It's just you've given too much in the area. You need to pull back. And this tells me that that's going to get you out. A lot of the difficulties you're working with right now in this arena are coming from this perspective of you giving too much to people in your work environment. You're going to get out of there, but not as fast as you want. Your ships are coming in. It's just going to be slow. And you may decide to stay a little bit longer than you should with that 6 of Swords in reverse. But I will tell you, that's just because you have a role at the Hierophant. You have a responsibility. You have a responsibility for others. Either you're a teacher or you know people are watching you by example. Younger people that matter to you a lot. 10 of Hearts, yeah. Okay, your 10 of Cups came up twice in this reading already. And I do have the 9 of Clovers here. The 9 of Clovers, which is the Wounded Warrior card. The individual battle card. You're going to go and take this battle. That just blew away with the fan. Yeah, okay. 10 of Cups. Oh, Sagittarius. Yeah, this is an up, down kind of week coming at you. It's going to be, Spirit is saying your 10 of Cups is going to take a little more individualism here. It's going to take just a little more of you fighting this on your own. It kind of sucks, of course, but it's going to be best for you to find that Wounded Warrior card. You're not going to find your 10 of Cups until you really sit within your own energy and really assess what's going on. 9s are often assessment cards. It's the idea of what you should be giving to everyone versus what you should be giving to yourself. And I don't think that's clear right now. Your money is going to be fine, but it's still going to hurt. You're going to have a victory in finance, perhaps a raise. Like I said, perhaps a change in job that does you better, but you're still having to come out of that 10 of Swords. You need to drop that 10 of Swords and come out of it. I have a reassurance of a lot of victories here because I have the 6 of Swords right now, but a victory, it's a victory with a loss, and it's work. Yeah. You just need to pull back from work. It's going to feel weird, and it's going to take a moment to pull back from work because of the fact that you're going to feel like you're not working. You're just going to feel like you're not putting your effort into your job. And I know that's really hard for Sagittarius because Sagittarius are excellent employees and excellent at projects and getting shit done. There's something about this that you're giving 120% that you need to pull back and maybe give 100% to this effort. You're just giving too much for it, and it's creating difficulties. You may even want to consider an entrepreneurship or a different kind of financial victory, perhaps investing, perhaps cleaning up some kind of debt. There's something, there's a financial project in your midst, a personal project in your midst that Spirit is saying, latch onto that, and that'll pull that 20% out of the workforce and start putting that into your home life and your personal business. You're just so overflowed with work right now and so focused on work right now, you're going to start either dropping the ball. There's such dissatisfaction here. I don't even think it'll get that bad for you to drop the ball. Spirit even says, Saggies don't drop the ball. They say, this Ace of Cups is like, we've inspired Saggies. Sit down and think about your dreams. Look at these cards flying everywhere. I told you I'm having a ridiculous day. My life was awful. But this is seriously Ace of Cups, double in your reading. Spirit says they've inspired you. Your heart has been moved. You know what you want. You know there are wishes that you can make come true with some adjusting, and you're going to do that. That's a likely result. I like this result. I'm not necessarily so sold. This was in the upright. I'm not so necessarily sold on you working so hard that you buy a vacation of some kind. But there's something you want to invest in the future lives, in the plans of those around you. And it's where you need to put your energy, because you need to start putting your energy back into the home life. Your home life has been screaming at you, and the people around you that you take care of have been screaming at you for attention. Not necessarily in a very physical, actual sense, but in a sense like this problem comes up, this problem comes up, this problem comes up. You just need to sit down with people and be like, what's up? Because they need your attention. And Spirit is saying, yeah, pay attention. If you look back at your dreams, they say that you've been inspired in some way. Something nailed you. Something nailed you. That says you know where your love belongs. So do it. All right, that's a wonderful reading for Sagittarius, because Spirit is saying trust yourself. You know things. You kind of know where you need to go or what the problem is, and you even have a bit of a plan to put forth. You're just not sure of it. And Spirit says, we gave you the answers with these two Ace of Cups. So please, remember what you've dreamt, blah, 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 and you will know what you need. All right, Saggies, thank you so much for sharing your energy with me. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, tip or donate if the Spirit moves you. Link below. My PayPal link is below. If you want to connect with me one-on-one or book a personal reading, do email me at qclovers1111@gmail.com. And have a great week, Saggies. You got some plans that are probably going to work out for you.